Welcome back to Agentic AI, the future of intelligent systems. AI is no longer something futuristic. It's fully embedded in the way we code, diagnose, research, sell, and solve. From copilots that complete your code to agents that assist in finance and retail operations, artificial intelligence is becoming second nature in how businesses operate. But there's a reality that often goes unseen or unspoken. Every model we train, fine tune, or deploy carries a hidden cost, not just computational but environmental. It consumes electricity, water, and infrastructure, and at scale, those small actions compound into a significant footprint. A single interaction might seem like a blink in a data center, but imagine that interaction multiplied by billions of prompts across millions of users. The impact adds up fast. And what feels invisible in our daily workflows becomes a system wide challenge that demands intentional action. So today, we're doing something different. This episode is a tactical pause, a chance to reflect and reset, to examine not just how we build powerful AI, but how we build responsible AI. It's time to talk about sustainable AI, and more specifically, what practical steps any organization can take right now to reduce the environmental impact of their AI systems. It starts with rethinking scale. There's often an instinct to reach for the largest, most powerful model, but that power comes at a price. Instead, consider beginning with smaller distilled models. Often, they're accurate enough for the job and vastly more efficient. It's not about cutting corners, but about scaling with intent. That leads us to the idea of right sizing. The best model for the task is not always the biggest. It's the one that meets business needs with the smallest footprint. Choosing wisely instead of reflexively can dramatically reduce both carbon emissions and cost. But model choice is just the beginning. The way we communicate with these models also matters. Prompts, especially in generative and agentic systems, drive energy consumption token by token. Long, ambiguous prompts lead to bloated responses and unnecessary computation. Keeping prompts clear, concise, and well structured isn't just good practice, it's a sustainability lever. Then there's redundancy. Too often, the same questions are asked repeatedly. Instead of calling the model again and again, cache responses, reuse outputs where appropriate, reduce load without compromising functionality. Timing matters too. Running compute intensive tasks when renewable energy is more available or when grid demand is lower can have a real effect. Carbon aware scheduling isn't just an operational tweak, it's a smart way to align technical execution with planetary realities. Now, if you're building with agents, which many of us are, pay attention to the structure of your workflows. Agentic AI is powerful, but it also opens the door to inefficiencies. Overchaining, redundant tool calls, planning loops that don't resolve, they all burn compute. Design lean agent flows, eliminate what's not needed, optimize every step. We also forget that not all tasks need the cloud. Local execution on edge devices or personal machines can be far more efficient for lightweight operations. Don't default to the cloud when there's a leaner path. And here's a core truth: you can't optimize what you don't measure. Tracking your AI system's energy and carbon footprint isn't a nice to have anymore. Frameworks like the Software Carbon Intensity (SCI) standard give you visibility across the AI lifecycle: training, fine tuning, inference, even memory, and tooling usage. Let's not forget the data side either. Data is the fuel behind every model, and it often gets overlooked in the sustainability discussion. Clean it, compress it, archive what's no longer active. That alone can reduce both storage and training cost and keep your system sharper. Finally, sustainability needs governance. It needs to be written into development guidelines, reinforced in platform standards, and visible in leadership KPIs. Because sustainability can't be an afterthought, it needs to be built in, just like security, privacy, and performance. So, where does that leave us? Sustainable AI isn't just about cutting emissions, it's about building systems that are resilient, efficient, and aligned with long term value, not just short term gain. Organizations that make sustainability a first class principle in their AI journey aren't just doing what's right, they're gaining a competitive edge. They're reducing costs by eliminating waste. They're scaling smarter by avoiding bloat. They're regulation ready long before mandates arrive. And most importantly, they're leading the way for others to follow. Doing the right thing doesn't require permission, it requires a mindset shift from short term speed to long term responsibility, from deploying fast to designing with purpose. And that's what this episode is about. Not just what AI can do, but how we choose to do it. Thank you for tuning in to this special episode of Agentic AI, the future of intelligence systems. Until next time, let's keep building better artificial intelligence systems.